Buckhouse. Welcome to the live stream. If you're not watching this live, continue to watch. Listen to it like a podcast. Some of you guys do that. I'm sorry that I'm not fully ready. My internet went out for some reason right before the stream, so I had to run like a chicken with my head cut off and get everything, get a different internet source, if that makes any sense, before the stream started. So we're here. We're ready to rock. I'm ready to hang out, answer your guys' ski and snowboard questions. I didn't get to post on Instagram that I was going to be going live, which is kind of a bummer. That way I can't bring more of you guys over from Instagram, but we're here. We're ready. I'm excited to hang out with you guys. I just got a text. Hold on. My wife just sent me a goofy text. Sorry. Okay. Everyone's showing up. There we go. We got Andrew and Dawson. We have two Dawsons. And then Eddie, Goofy, Ethan's Adventures. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Feel free to ask any questions that you may have. For the season, the topic is who's going to be the first ski resort to open. I want to hear your opinions. Who do you guys think is going to be the first to open? I might be shifting my prediction. Well, I was predicting the 18th that they were going to open up, but it's been pretty warm, so that doesn't help. And then I might be leaning towards maybe Wolf Creek might be opening with a crazy random snowstorm. That could be how it pulls off. Half Cab Kings picking Arapahoe Basin. What's up? Yeah, the carpet resort is so much fun. I always love going to Liberty Snowflex in Virginia. It's unique. You got, I don't know, it's just such a fun adventure. It did suck losing my snowboard bag. I've never experienced that before. I might make a video on how to manage or like actions to take if you lose your snowboard bag or ski bag. Not you, that the airline loses it, because that was a pain in the butt. I woke up to snow in Mammoth this morning. What? I didn't know Mammoth got snow this morning. That's so rad. Andrew, I'm sorry to tell you, I think Nate's trying to move back to Summit County out of Mammoth. So you might not get to shred with him this season. He's trying to get back out here. Oh my goodness. My wife's in the, she's in the trenches. Sorry, not sorry your Packers lost. That was our worst game. Every team gets like that. Every good team gets their one like really bad game. That was our really bad game, and we only lost by 2. So not worried about it. We're not panicking. As also Love's first game back, as in like had to get some full-time speed reps. So don't you worry. I ain't worried about the Pack. If I've learned anything from the Minnesota Vikings, they could dominate the regular season all they want. They're going to find a way to lose. I went camping in Breck earlier this week and was shocked. The low was only 40. Yeah, it's not cold right now. Very similar to last year. Last year was a very warm October as well. My daughter woke me up and was like, "Look, Dad, it's snowing." That's funny. We had to kidnap Nate and keep him here. What's up, everyone? You all ready to go shred the mountains? Dude, I'm so ready. I don't know what I want. Like, I don't want to go film like summer stuff right now. Like, you know, I want to just be filming snowboard content, and it's like, so I might be busting out a lot of like in-office content, which is always still really fun. You guys enjoy those, and I did. Yesterday's video was the top 5 terrain parks in Colorado. So if you guys haven't seen that one, it's running a little low on the views. I thought maybe I gotta make a different thumbnail. Colorado's top 5 terrain parks. I definitely thought that would do a little better than it's doing. I didn't expect it to do great because I know not everyone rides the terrain parks, but man, that one did not do well. So if you want to check it out, there's the link for it right there. I also got it up a little late last night because my internet, which fully went out on me before this live stream, has been not doing so great. I heard Winter Park is scheduled to open on the 28th. Ooh. Winter Park, at least for riding, opens with the absolute worst run. It's not fun at all. But when they get that Plotter Park open, that's really fun. But yeah, Winter Park's opening like green run to like cat track to then it gets good for like 2 seconds. Yeah, it's the worst. Nico wants to come hit the Platter Park. It's so fun. Plan on doing some little jumps this year. Got any tips? Tons of tips, Dawson. Don't bend at your waist. Be in a stacked body position, which is shoulders over knees over toes. Don't ollie off the kicker. Make sure you stand and watch everybody drop and see what the speed is. And send it. At the end of the day, once you're getting in the terrain park, whether it's jumps or rails, whatever, there's a point where you just gotta take some risk. Go check some meat. North Carolina's roads to our slopes have been wiped out by the hurricane and going to take forever to get cleaned up and repaired. Nathan, I'm super sorry, man. You guys definitely got wrecked. Everyone down in that area, not just North Carolina, but all the places affected. Obviously, thinking about you guys, and I know that only goes so far, but I hope you guys can recover fast. I hope you guys can get some aid, some quality aid to help. I mean, so many people lost everything, so I feel really bad for you guys. Sunday River in Maine is supposed to open in like mid-September. I'm so confused. When did Keystone open last year? Last year it was like on Halloween Day. So like last year when we had this warm of a fall, we opened on Halloween Day. So I actually missed opening day because I was with my kids for Halloween. Cody held down the fort though. In September, there was already a foot of snow. Where? In Maine? I'm still rather confused. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find. My friend Will is a skier. How do I convince him to snowboard? I mean, it might not be worth convincing him. Have him keep skiing so he can keep up with you. But, yeah, I don't know. I think some people just navigate to certain styles, and you can have a good buddy that's a skier friend. They're not as cool as a snowboarder, but I don't know. Maybe just ask him if he wants to try snowboarding one day, teach him, and see if he likes it. It's hard though if you already have all your ski gear to like go buy a whole snowboard setup. Like that's kind of tough. Any snowmakers in here? I just got hired by Snowshoe as a snowmaker. I want to know what it'll be like before I move. Oh, dude, congrats. That's sick. Jackson Hole has a really good little like YouTube documentary on snowmaking. Go watch that. Also, get ready for some cold nights. Snowmaking is one of the coldest jobs out there. So you're going to have a blast. But snowmakers are how we have a longer and like season. Like obviously they get it opening sooner and they get it staying open later because of the base getting so established. It just means you got to go to Big Snow since it's opening late. I need to look into the prices and all that type of stuff, Nico. I need to get on that. We are thinking about the new wave cell technology helmet. I've never even heard of this. What do I think about the new wave technology and helmet? I'm gonna search it real quick and I'll let you know what I find out. Wave cell. I'm looking at it right now. It's a mountain bike helmet. It's looking pretty unique. That's neat. What does it do different? I guess I got to like actually listen to what they're saying. Oh, the wave cell. Okay, I see it. I've seen that stuff before. I actually have a helmet with it. They sent it to me forever ago, probably when they're trying to design it. I was supposed to collab with these dudes, and I got it way soon, like super early, and then they're like, "Hey, we're not ready to announce it yet," and then they never hit me back. So I have this like crazy helmet with that wave cell technology. Austin, what up, dude? Staying in Keystone November 22nd weekend. Cannot wait. Heck yeah, dude. Dude, Monster's bad for you. Just kidding. I know the energy drinks aren't good for me. It's like my one vice. Yo, anyone know about any way to get some gear for the season for cheap or even giveaway stuff? One way is to come to the Meet and Wax on November 23rd. So I double check this date. November 23rd at Infinity Slopes in Loveland, Colorado from 12 to 4 p.m. We'll be giving away a pair of Clue bindings, as well as doing a rail jam. Michael will be there tuning up people's gear. We'll have tons of giveaways and prizes and things for sale, and it's going to be rad. November 23rd, Meet and Wax. That's one way to get some free stuff. eBay is a good cheap place. Amazon Marketplace is probably your best place for cheap gear. And then, yeah. Have you ever tried to surf skate? If so, what do you think about them? The surf skate, like the wakes, like with wakeboarding. I have. I don't know if I've actually tried a wake skate. Oh, you said surf skate. What's this? I don't know what a surf skate is. When does Bryan Head open? I have no idea when Bryan Head opens. Also, I'm gonna mess your name up. Herencia. Thanks for the $1 donation. I really appreciate it. You got the first time ever donation, by the way, too. So you're awesome. Thank you so much for the $1 dono. It says celebrate. It's the first donation. Celebrate their first donation on the live stream. Day Job just came in with a $2 donation. Not his first donations on the stream. Thank you so much, brother. Got the Fox, keeping it alive. Day Job, I think if you stop dropping Fox donations, it would officially be done. I haven't seen anyone else doing the Fox dono but you, dude. But thank you so much for the $2 and the $1 donation, guys. The donations really do help. You can also do a donation on Streamlabs or Venmo. I have them as the pinned comment. I get 100% of those donations, where if you do super chats, don't complain, but YouTube will take 30% of every dollar. I've been keeping up with the chat pretty good, though. Someone was saying, like, why is the chat so delayed? It's because I try to read everyone's comments, but today I'm trying to be like trying to get through, like trying to be more relevant or caught up in the chat. But we're also chilling around like 40 people, so it's been a little easier. It's a skateboard, but it is way lower, and you pump forward and backwards faster. Kind of like feels like a snowboard on wheels. I've seen like the dragon boards. It sounds very similar, but I have not seen the surf skate. I'll have to look into that. It's getting cold in Canada. Good to hear. William, hello. Am I going to camp out at A Basin for the opener? I might show up early. I'm not going to try and get first chair. I don't think. It's really hard with the kids. Bobby's never a fan of me doing that either. So, yeah, I mean, I've done a lot of first chairs. For me, like the first time the chair's ever opening is really exciting to be like one of the first. But I mean, resort to first open for the year and getting first chair is pretty exciting as well. That's why I prefer it to be Keystone, because it's way easier to get on the first gondola than A Basin. They're going to fit 4 people. Andrew with a $5 donation, $5 for his 5th ever dono. You guys can hit a like on that and drop a comment. Broski, keep being you. Your amazing friend, dad, border, keep shredding. Dude, Andrew, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude. You're making me blush. And obviously, thanks for the $5. And congrats on your mammoth move, dude. I'm so excited for you and your family. 22 months, 2 months to full-blown gold for day job on the memberships. 2 more months, almost at the 2-year mark. Cannot wait for the meet and wax at Infinity Slopes. I know, I can't wait to meet you in person. It's going to be rad. I wish I could Venmo, but I'm not old enough to pay people. Don't worry about it, editing. Watching the videos, commenting, and just being in the live streams is enough, dude. You do not have to drop donations, but thank you to everyone that does. You guys are incredible. Keeps the things rolling. Look it up, J-Bones. It's got trucks and swivel and generates speed, so you don't have to push. All right. I will, Nico. Sounds like Nico knows what it is. Have you rode one, Nico? You're welcome, man. It's been awesome being here. Finally, a place that feels like home. That's so awesome. That's already feeling like home. Sometimes, you move into a new place and then it feels off for a moment. But when I moved into this place, it felt like home rather quick as well. But the thing that's crazy, and I think that's when you know you're in the right spot, is I've already been here for 3 years. And it's like, holy crap, I did 3 years. Like, that was insane. Like, how have you been here for 3 years? I feel like I just moved in this place. I just got this studio done and ready. So, like, it is pretty crazy. Dawson with the $2 donation. Let's go. Thank you so much for the $2. Are you coming to Michigan at all? If so, Treetops. Is that a Treetops resort? I want to go to the Midwest. I'd love to go to the Upper Peninsula in Michigan is where I would love to go. I don't know if Treetops is up there. Quickly going over on resortskimaps.com. But the biggest issue is I don't know if I have the time. I have so many trips already kind of happening, and then I keep getting invited to go to Europe for free with sponsors, and I'm like, absolutely. So when I do that, that cuts into the Colorado trips. I finally got a hold of Ski Granby Ranch. So we'll be going to Ski Granby Ranch. There's a new resort in Colorado down by Alamosa that opens up this year. And we'll be riding that. And then we got to hit the one next to Silverton, Kendall Mountain. So we'll knock out Kendall. Maybe get a Silverton day in. And then I know we're hitting all of Southern California. I think me and Nico said the first week in February. So I'll get that on the calendar. And then, dude, the East Coast is demanding that we get there. But yeah, we're not sadly, because North Carolina got hit so hard. We're not going anywhere in North Carolina. We'll give them some time to get better. So I don't know exactly what we're doing, but I know Chris James is talking about a Tahoe trip this year as well. We're gonna get around though. We're gonna knock out a bunch of resorts. Some people are like, you still trying to ride a resort in the United States? I'm like, dude, that's a life goal. We're gonna do it. We're gonna ride them all. I said it's always a little harder when you got young little children's. So I will make a live stream though, and I'll make a post about everywhere we're going at the beginning of the year, and then have it in the calendar so you guys can show up if you want to come show up when we go to these places. But you guys will know when I know exactly where we're going. So should I start wakeboarding to practice snowboarding? Absolutely. Wakeboarding and snowboarding are like the same sport in a way. Like if you're doing it at a cable park and you're hitting the rails and the boxes and stuff, it's definitely going to help out your snowboarding. If you want to look into the surf skate, go to Carver. You won't be disappointed. All right. Dude, I forgot to tell you, we stayed in Frisco on our way out to Mammoth. Loved that small little town, especially the pizza place in town. The view was amazing. Yeah, you're right under Peak 1 in Frisco. Love Frisco. It has the worst cell phone service, but Frisco is rad. What is the pack that goes on your clues? Is that an aid kit? So that is a little binding bag. I'll pull it up real quick for you. And they're super cool. I dig the binding bags. And because I ride for, I would have one still on my, where'd it go? I would have one still on my bindings if I wasn't riding for Clue, but because I ride for Clue, I don't want to block their advertisement with the binding bag. So there's the binding bag. Check it out. That's a really rad product. Hey, Grammys I started years ago. That's awesome, Dawson. Yeah, we're gonna get out to ski Granby. It actually looks really rad. Have you ever considered streaming on Kick? No, because I'd have no one there. I'm definitely not large enough to pull my audience to Kick, and then I'm just grateful I have 30 people on this YouTube live stream. You know, I'd have like one person on a Kick live stream. So no, YouTube is where I will continue to stream. I don't think I'll be in Wisconsin, but we might make a Midwest trip this year. My mom lives in Wisconsin though, so there's always a chance for a trip. Did you ever get fined at Keystone for going too fast? I never got fined. I got a black mark on my pass and had to go take a safety class. If anything, I got paid for going too fast at Keystone because that video exploded and the channel did very well from that experience. Andrew, I looked into that gel. I did not get any of it. I have a bunch of like CBD cream stuff that's very similar. So it's one of those like, I'm so down to try it, but I'm not going to go buy something when I already have a bunch of stuff that's similar or, you know, kind of does the same thing. So I appreciate it though, dude. I just had that balm. I did an ad in one of the recent videos from the balm cream that I've been using. And that stuff's pretty rad. We had absolutely no cell service in Frisco. It was making the kiddos lose their minds. I don't know why in Frisco. It's always been that bad. It's still that bad. They talked about fixing it. They still haven't. It's so bad in Frisco. Do you know why my clues only click into the first hook until I jump? I tried contacting Clue, but they couldn't help. Ian, send me a video on Instagram. I'd love to see what's going on and I can help troubleshoot for you. That's really weird. I know the only time that I might have that issue is if the channel has too much snow going on in there. But the other thing that could be happening is you're not getting a clean step in. You're kind of coming in like sideways. So one of them, so like it's just not going in smooth, and you're kind of like pinning it sideways. But I'd have to see a video. If you can send it to me on Instagram, I'll check it out for you, dude. Just picked up my board. Super stoked for the season. What'd you get? What board you get? Keystone will open first. I love it. I do think Keystone will open first, or Winter Park or Wolf Creek is going to come out of left field with some like crazy snowstorm, and they're just going to open up with that snowstorm, which is very sketchy, by the way. Be careful. Watch out for rocks when Wolf Creek opens up. Are you making sure you don't have any snow in your clues to keep it from clicking in? Yeah, see, Dayjob's an experienced clue user. Winter Park's opening November 1st. That's what the staff said. Okay. I hope they open up with the Platter Park, because I'd like to check that out before heading out to Finland in November. I don't know if you play any video games, but have you played Shredder's snowboard game? I have. I've played around with the idea of doing like a Shredder's live stream. I think that could be really fun. But my internet situation is not the greatest. So if I can ever get not satellite internet, again, you could maybe expect a little Shredder. But I game for sure. Yeah, right. With Frisco, there's no service in town. Then you get on I-70, which is still like Frisco, and you immediately have it. So they might have like a signal blocker in that town or something. How we doing? Less talking, more honking, or something like that. Are you trying to make opening day? Of course, I'm gonna try to make opening day. Not to brag or anything, but I created the top to bottom genre of opening days and showing people what it's like at opening day. Like, man, of course I'm going to be there, Cam. Well, unless it's on Halloween. I know the last couple of years I had the last, the last 2 years I've had the boys fill in for me so I could go be like super dad. And this year it's just me. So I got to show up and make it happen. But people need their top to bottom, what the conditions like videos. They need them. What games have I been playing? Recently I've jumped on the Xbox and I was like, I don't want to get sucked into being competitive or anything like that. So I played a little bit of Borderlands 3, which is really fun. And Borderlands 4 was announced, so that got me a little excited. And then I will get on Halo often. I love Halo. So the nice thing with Halo is I've put in the years of play that no matter what, whenever I get on Halo, I smack some kids. But if you guys want to check out my podcast with my brother who games a ton, some episodes we talk about gaming and stuff. So check out the Buckhouse podcast. We're 5 subscribers from 200. If anyone wants to go over there and help us hit 200 subscribers on the podcast, that'd be huge. It's just a great way to get more background and just information about it's not a snowboard podcast. It's like a life podcast. It's 2 brothers just talking about what's going on. And I tend to get a little I don't know, preachy, motivating. I don't know. Check it out. It's a really rad podcast. And we're just getting started with it. Once again, we have almost 200 subscribers, so that's really rad. Might make it to Palisades this season. We're talking about a Tahoe trip. So I don't mind doing a lot of what am I trying to say? I think this season we might be going to California a lot. You, Half Kept King, and Snowboard Jesus should do a video together. That'd be really sick. I have not met those dudes in person yet. I think I might meet Snowboard Jesus in Austria this year with the Clue team. And Dave, Half Kept King. I don't know, maybe if I go to Tahoe, I'll meet him. My wife said the same thing. She goes, it's like House of Wax Town. They don't want you calling out for help until you're on the highway. It's so funny. I picked up the freestyle park board. Well, let's go. I should play shredders. I know a lot of people tell me I should play shredders. Evan, I got Starlink. I'm not using it anymore. If you want it, support the Buckhouse stream. You have the yeah, because if you have the Starlink, then I just got to get the service. I don't know, Evan, maybe. Thanks for offering, dude. That's huge. I really appreciate you offering that. I know I've tested Starlink in this place before, and I mean it works for like surfing the internet. It's just not the strongest, but I heard it's gotten a lot better. But Evan, I will. I'm definitely intrigued, by the way. And thank you so much for that offer, brother. The thing with my internet, it's called Deco internet, and it's really good actually for being satellite. My upload speeds are not bad, and neither of my download speeds aren't terrible. And normally it does really well. But sometimes, like occasionally, it's just not good. And so it's hard to commit to like, okay, I think I'm gonna do a gaming stream, and then that'll be the night the internet's like, I ain't showing up tonight because they didn't show up. Like that's what happened on today's live stream. I was using the internet all day. It was going great. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, we ain't showing up today. I'm like, come on, dude. Me and the wife listen to all the podcasts on Spotify on the road trip. Definitely a good podcast. Wifey says hi. What's her name, Andrew? What's your wife's name? That's rad that you guys listen to my voice for that long. You guys are incredible. I hope she enjoyed the episodes. The cool thing with the podcast is, so I'm 7 years older than my brother. And so I've experienced 7 more years of life than him. And so sometimes he's talking about something, and in a lot of ways I get to be that older brother on the podcast and go through ideas with him or things. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really good one. Just subscribe to the podcast, Dawson. Thank you so much. The pizza place in Frisco is incredible. Bojangles Pizza with the honey and the crust. That's it. That's not in Frisco. That's in Idaho Springs. It's not Bojangles. It's Bojo's Pizza in Idaho Springs with the honey on the crust. Yeah, that's Colorado mountain pizza. Like if you were to tell me like what's Colorado pizza, I'd send you to Bojo's in Idaho Springs. That's Colorado pizza. Mountain pies. And the crust is like super big and you put honey on it. It's really good. The Frisco has a couple pizza places. The one that I always think with Frisco is it's next to the Safeway. It's a pretty solid pizza place. Jack, you were close. Absolutely. You were close enough that like I got it. Bristol did take a nap today. Yes. My wife just asked me. I should probably text her. I don't know if she's on the stream. I just sent over 8 videos on Instagram on the clues. I appreciate you offering to help me. Heck yeah, Ian. I will check them out after this stream, man. And I will see what's going on. The other thing, Ian, is if I can't figure it out, and I know the clue guys, so we'll get we'll get the ball rolling on that. Have you heard of Ryan Purvis? He does mic'd up park vids. He's really funny. I have heard of him. Yeah, he does like point POV. His audio is incredible. I don't know if he must have a mic, but yep, he does do cool park videos. I love listening to the podcast. It's awesome to connect to you and your brother. It's awesome the connection you and your brother have, and love the deep conversations. Yeah, I don't know how it always gets so deep sometimes. I'm like, geez, but it's cool because honestly, before the like since starting the podcast, like I wasn't really talking to my brother too often. Like occasionally, like maybe like 3 or 4 months, we'd finally be like, oh, dude, like haven't talked to you in forever. But now we talk once a week, and that's really nice. I feel really like close with my little brother again with the podcast as well. So I love that. I love that you guys are enjoying it, and especially with me. We were one person away. If anyone wants to be the 200th subscriber, boom, one person away from 200 on the Buckhouse podcast. The one thing I like too is I'm toned down my long form content where we're only doing 3 long form pieces of content a week, and then I'm going live twice a week. But if you want more, you now have this podcast as a 6th option for long form content on the channel. Just had the wife and a friend sub to the podcast. Evan, you're amazing. Yeah, that's rad. We went to Bengalis in Frisco. Oh, I don't know that one. I might have I feel bad because there's two really, I don't know if that's a good pizza place, but there's 2 really good pizza places in Summit County. You have Windy City Pizza in Silverthorne. It's right off the highway. And then in Breckenridge, you have GM Petro's, which is like the best pizza in Colorado. What's really strange is back in the late 70s and 80s and early 90s, we used to get 2 3-foot dumps all the time in Colorado. Now it's a rare occasion, to say the least. Global warming. I've experienced 1 3-foot snowstorm in Colorado, and that was really hard to ride. That snow was so deep. That was the year we had all these crazy avalanches that hit I-70 and stuff. But I mean, I've been up here I'm going into my 16th winter. So I've been up here for 15 years. And it's all been very relative, very consistent. You have really good years, you have some bad years, but thanks to snowmaking, everything's usually always pretty consistent. Not to be a creep, but I really like your mustache. I appreciate it. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna change some things up. I'm gonna go with the mustache. Especially, I lost a lot of weight too, so I'm like, okay, I lost weight. Let's go with the mustache, things like that. 2 more subs for the podcast coming. Let's go. Let's see. You did it, Evan. 201 subscribers on the podcast. Let's go. 56 videos. Oh, it counts shorts. Okay, I was like, do we need to not make 56 episodes? Episode 27 drops on Monday. That one. I'm trying to remember what we talked about. I love your podcast. Just FYI, Facebook is telling me I should be friends with you, bro. I've been trying to get on Facebook more often. I never get on Facebook. But I've been trying to get on there and post shorts and make posts. And my public Facebook, I have a public and a private, or I have a business Facebook and a private Facebook. My public Facebook is at 3,000 people now, which is crazy. I liked the story of the evolution podcast. Yeah, isn't that cool? We get to like go into detail like how this all started, because like so many people will find the channel. Like this winter, a bunch of people will find the channel for the first time, and it's like, here's a way for you to go. I've been doing this for almost going to season 9. We've been doing this for 9 years at this point. So you can hear about the struggles and all kinds of stuff. It's crazy to think, guys. We're about to be in season 9. I'm still putting everything in season 8 right now because season 9 doesn't start till season 8 ends, but almost 10 years on YouTube, which is, it's crazy to think I've been doing this longer than anything. Like, I worked at Target for 5.5 years, and like that was a big deal for me because I was like, oh, I've been with this company forever. But now it's like, no, I've been doing my own like YouTube thing. I've been doing it not only for a living now, so I'm 6 years of doing YouTube full time. So I've not only done it for myself longer than I worked for Target, but I also like coming off the 10 years, like, I don't know, it's crazy. Time flies, man. I literally feel like I just quit my job and went all in on YouTube. Maybe that's because YouTube's always changing and nothing is consistent and there's always something new to do to stay on top and to get things done, but I'm not complaining. I love it, but it's a crazy game. I'm gonna head off for a bit. Look forward to seeing more content as the season gets closer. Have a good stream. Ian, I appreciate you, dude. Thanks for jumping on. Have you been to the Pizza on the Run in Keystone? Of course, I've been Pizza on the Run. Pizza on the Run is good. It just smells 45 trillion times better than it is. The smell is unmatched. They're awful people for the way they blow it out into the walkways. Pizza on the Run, it's so good. It's not badly priced, by the way, and it is good pizza. Just sub to the pod on my second account. I appreciate it, Dawson. Sometimes that's how you got to get a channel to get started, by the way, is people subbing on their second accounts. Like, just once that subscriber count gets higher, people are actually more likely to subscribe, which is a crazy thing, but it is a reality. So do you watch Last Resort with Stan? I'm aware of the episodes. He threw the ski board in his latest episode. We made it. He's talked about us a couple times on The Last Stand, which I just means we're known in the snowboard industry pretty well. So once again, we've been doing this for a while. We don't have like the greatest subscriber count, but we've made our impact on the snowboard industry for sure. Deeper, look for the steeper. Sort of like snowboard. Yeah, like especially on the West Coast with how thick their snow is. If you're getting big snowstorms, you gotta find that steep stuff. The wife just came downstairs in her snowboard boots, and I was like, let's go. She might have too much wine tonight. What's her name, Andrew? What's your wife's name? You just call her wifey. Season 9, very divine. Season 9's gonna shine. Got the little jingles. JB, I was abrasive. What do you think about the quick set origin for snowboard bindings? Have you heard of it? Is that the day job? Is that the thing that lets you turn your foot from like you snowboard with it, going across, and then that quick set lets you turn the foot? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. I want those dudes to send me a pair, and I'm not a fan of talking trash on gear, especially after I haven't done it. But there is a major flaw with those the quick set thing, and why I would highly recommend no one get them. And unless they have once again, I haven't rode this yet, so they might have a solution to this. But if you take your foot on your snowboard, you turn it straight so you can kick like a skateboard, which, by the way, if you just kick behind, you can kick on your snowboard just fine. But the problem is, and what's very dangerous, is if your snowboard is if this is your snowboard and your foot is straight and you're kicking like this, but then you need to stop, or you get off a chairlift and you're going really fast, because some chairlifts have like crazy ramps and you need to stop. Your foot is facing this direction. How are you going to turn your snowboard? So you're just going to be cooking. So you will either in a perfect world, you get off and it's slow and then you can stop. But your foot's going to be straight. You're not going to be able to turn your board sideways. You might run into somebody. You're not going to be able to move your board. When your foot is sideways on your snowboard and you're one footing, you can actually still snowboard your board. You can turn sideways. You can, like, I could do a whole run with one foot in. If my foot was facing down the mountain, there's no way I could do a whole run of snowboarding because I don't have the control to stop. So personally, I think it's kind of dangerous. I don't think it works. I would not recommend it. If you struggle with one foot in, I highly recommend 1 foot more. Especially if you're on find yourself on like beginner runs or things like that, you can unstrap 1 foot and practice one footing. But yeah, definitely I want to try it out. I did DM those guys. I do think there's a major flaw in that. So I have not rode them though, day job, but I don't recommend them. But if you get a pair, I would love to test them out. I'm not going to buy them. Not pizza, but we really like Dos Locos in Keystone. Heck yeah, Evan. Dos Locos is they have the best salsa at any Hispanic restaurant. They now charge for it though, which was a sad day when they started doing that. And then I'm not the biggest fan of their food, but let's just say when I was younger, the après-ski there was really rad. Not even when I was younger, we could always still go. When I worked at Target, that was like the Target crew's spot. So I know Dos Locos well. Good vibe in Dos. Going to Jackson Hole mid-December, have a blast. Jackson is rad. Hey man, how you doing? I'm thinking about buying my first pair of snowboard boots. Do you have any recommendations? I would highly recommend going into a ski shop before you, like when you buy your boots, and try on a bunch of boots. A boot that works for me will not work for you. That will not work for someone else. Like boots are very unique to someone's foot. So that's why I always recommend with boots, go in, try them on. Boots pack out really easy too. So depending on how many days you ride, should depend on what size of the boot you get. So I always say, like, if you're going to be riding 30 plus days, if you're going to be riding over 100 days a season, you should go like a full size, if not a size and a half down on your boot, because they're going to pack out pretty bad. If you are riding like 30 days a season, you can go like half size down. If you ride like 10 times a season, just get a boot that fits your feet. It's kind of like what I play around with, but talk with the boot techs. Those guys know a ton. So talk with them and they'll get you in a good pair of boots. I was compulsive and I got a pair of the quick sets. I geeked out at the concept. If I get it in time, I'll let you try it at the meet and wax. Oh, I want day job. I'd love to try them like on the slopes. Okay, you got a pair. Okay. I'm very interested to see. Well, bring them to the meet and wax. I want to see how it works, but I'd love to demo them on snow. Once again, my biggest concern is I think they're going to get a lot of people hurt, whether that's yourself, like you yourself, because once again, you're going to turn your foot sideways. And if you get off a steep off ramp, which they exist now at these mega resorts like Breckenridge and Keystone, they've done a very good job of eliminating the really steep off ramps. But you go to somewhere like, I'm trying to think which, like I believe it was Snowy Range in Wyoming, has a very steep off ramp, and then like you're donezo. Jackson Hole mid-December can be sketchy. You need Mother Nature to help out, that's for sure. I think Jackson Hole's supposed to have a pretty solid winter, though. Oh, do I have my Streamlabs tab open? I do. Sorry, Evan. I'm reloading it. I had the tab open. My internet hasn't been the greatest tonight. Oh, what? Evan, dude. Yo, wife said to do 100 today. Get out of here, man. Thank you, dude. Evan just dropped a $100 donation on Streamlabs, dude. Thank you so much, man. Tell the wife. Thank you so much for the $100 dono. You're crazy. And day job, I was talking about the quick sets so much that I don't know if I said thank you for the $5 donation. But guys, thank you so much for the donations on the streams. It helps out a ton, especially as we're getting ready for this season. Also, it's like, oh, I forgot to buy my Icon Pass. And then you can see like your purchase history on the Icon Pass. And I really miss when the Icon Pass was like $800. That thing's almost fully doubled in price. But thank you, Evan. Thank you, Day Job. Day Job, if the quick set, man, I bet I need to get my hands on a pair. I need to make a video on them this year. Anything like last couple of years, anything last couple of years, you're in good shape. Okay. I was like a little confused. I know 2 years ago when I went, it was like 150 plus inches in mid-December. Yeah, Jackson is supposed to get very similar to the last couple of years. I got the Copper Pass for 833. Could have got the Icon Pass with limited a basin days for 980. But living in a ski town, that extra 100 is a lot. No, totally. I got the unlimited Icon or the most expensive one because I never know, like, am I going to go to Aspen, Jackson Hole? I have to have the option, and then blackout days. Like, getting no blackout days at Steamboat is huge for me because I actually live pretty close to Steamboat. And so one year we went all the way to Steamboat and we're blacked out, and that was super lame. So we can't have that be happening. 49 is not my hit list currently. That's why I ski. No issues stopping. I understand for that, or that reason for sure. Got my employee Epic and Copper Pass. Last year was the lowest Copper days I've gotten in forever. I guess if you count the hike park, I got probably pretty on par. But we're gonna be riding Copper, I think, a little bit more this upcoming season. I remember having employee passes. I hated it because they'd hold those passes over your head. If you call out and you find out you went shredding, you're done so. Evan, dude, thank you so much, man. Coming up on my second season, we all know a basin is opening first. Second season, I already know. A basin likes to try to be the first to open. I need to get on it with get my camper winterized. I'm riding the line right now. Snow Bum Spaz, what's up? Welcome to the stream. We got 40 people here, guys. I'd love to talk about your guys' snowboard gear, your trips, tricks that you guys want to learn, anything. Feel free to ask me questions. I'm here literally for you guys when I do these live streams. So blow me up. I love to help out. Steamboat is one of my very favorites. Steamboat is just a vibe. And for being a Colorado ski resort, it has different. I would argue that the people at Steamboat are more like Wyoming people than they are Colorado people. As weird as that sounds, it's just different over there, especially at the ski resort. So I very much love getting some days in at Steamboat. I'll meet you guys at A Basin. Show me some good spots to hit my very first year here. Oh, I can show you the spots at A Basin. I can show you some. It's crazy how well I know A Basin. But I have so many days at A Basin. Am I gonna go to Vail this year? I'd love to actually get a Vail Park day in. I haven't had one in forever. They've done down the park a bunch, but some people still tell me it's a decent park, so I need to check that out. And I mean, anytime you can get a powder day at Vail, it's sick. But like Vail's good, but it's not in the top 5. Did you guys see my top 5 ski resorts in Colorado? I felt like that video did pretty well. A Basin is going to open first. I think Keystone could open first, but A Basin doesn't care about the dangers of skiing. The ski run like Vail Resorts does. That is true. A Basin will do some shifty things to be the first to open, but they have new ownership now, so they might change. They might act a little different, you know. But Keystone can make so much snow so fast. Keystone has one of the best snowmaking systems in the world. I don't know if you know that. And so I've seen Keystone go from like not having any snow on the run to like 3 days having all of School Martin with like feet of snow. What other YouTubers have you rode with and met on the slopes? You know, Ryan, Kevin, TJ, Casey. I think all of like the long form big YouTubers I've met and rode with, a lot of the like the new up and coming like short form YouTubers or creators, I haven't met all those guys yet. So soon. My boots are barely too big for my bindings. It's weird having massive feet, but being a small guy. Toe drag on a 157 wide is crazy. Dang, Logan. That is crazy. I have small child feet that shake, so I have no issue with that. But dude, sorry about that. Your top 5 edit was great. I almost said gas. Oh no. Yeah, my plan is to make those like top 5 ski resorts in every state that has enough. Like we finished Arizona last year, but Arizona only has 3 ski resorts, you know, so it's hard to make a top 5. But when we finish riding all of the Utah resorts, we can make top 5 Utah resorts. When we ride all the California resorts, we can make a top 5 California resorts. And I don't know, I like to look at things different than most people. So I do think, like, if you go look at my top 5 ski resorts in Colorado, there's going to be resorts on there that you wouldn't think would be there. Like Vail didn't make my top 5 list. Like I think it's overrated and not just like it's a good mountain for sure, but you gotta watch the video. I break it down pretty good. Oh, we should go to Alta. In my opinion, it's the best in the U.S. Really? You'd give it the best in the U.S.? I'll get there. I'll figure out a way. Yeah, what's your opinion on some high quality gloves for the season? My current glove set soaked before lunch. Elevation Supply Co. Honestly, the best gloves that I've ever had with skiing and snowboarding. They're linked in the description of this live stream. They're trigger mitt gloves, so it's like these 3 are in a little thing. This one's free, and that one's free. They're the raddest gloves. I've been riding a Solomon sight starter board for 3 years. I mostly enjoy big mountain and looking for side hits. Do you think I would benefit from upgrading my board? Solomon sight starter. I've never heard of this board. I'm gonna search it real quick. It's a directional. That's not where I want to be. I'm trying to check out the profile and everything. Okay. Camber. I mean, you're definitely on the right board for what you said you like to ride. What's going on? I mean, a 3-year-old board's not going to have that old of technology. What are you doing? It's a full camber. It's direct. It looks like it's directional. Looks like it had basically the same kind of shape as the Nidecker Thruster, which is like one of my favorite all-mountain go-get-it boards. Honestly, you're on the right board for what you said you like to ride. If you wanted to upgrade or get a different board and you got the money, I'd say do it. But if that board's riding great for you and you have no issues, it's definitely not holding you back from what you said you wanted to ride. Really hyped for the Woodward Copper this year since I started training to start doing park runs this season. Yeah, dude, Copper's got really good entry-level park stuff. You're going to learn so much at Copper. Already took off October 18th and rescheduled my physical therapy just in case Keystone opens. I love it. It's not looking good currently. It's been pretty warm. New Monarch terrain this year? Is it this year? I know they're putting in the expansion, but I thought it was going to be next year. I hope it's this year. Maybe we go to Monarch and get first chair on the new lift. Skiing on artificial snow really sucks in my opinion. I totally know what you're talking about, except at Keystone, man. Keystone's, that's the other thing, is like they can get their runs open quick, but the snow they make too is like, it's so nice. Got all the boards tuned up today, so friggin' ready. I love it, Evan. I gotta get my stuff all put together for the season. I'm not doing well this year in the sense of like I'm so physically prepared. Like I've done a very good job of getting in shape and staying in shape and maintaining and working out. I'm ready in that aspect. The amount of stuff that I wanted to do this year that I haven't put on the website. I have the longest to-do list on my whiteboard. I need to pull it together. I'll get it done. Got crunch time coming up. Have you hit the rail that goes over the creek at Breckenridge? It's pretty close to the Falcon Chair. I have not. Is it like a street rail? Also, truth about Alta, one of the best ever I've ever. Okay. So Alta's really good, I guess. All right. I've been getting better at my skiing, by the way, guys. No, Evan, I'm pretty positive that they have taken away the discount code, so I don't think Buck 10 is going to work. But yes, thanks for bringing that up. If you guys can't sign up for early access now, but if you did, remember that early access drops tomorrow. So anyone that signed up for early access, you shoot out an email with your ability to get into the website tomorrow to get your pair of clues. So snag your clues. Sadly, I'd try it, Evan. I'm pretty sure it's not going to work, but give her a shot. And then October 7th, everything on Clue's website, which I'm rocking a Clue hat today right now, actually. Everything on Clue's website becomes available on October 7th. So if you guys want to get the AirTag discs, get the AirTag discs if you get Clues. I'm telling you, the peace of mind you get from not worried about someone stealing your snowboard because you know you're gonna be able to find it. Or if your snowboard bag gets lost, you're able to find out where your snowboard bag is in the United States because American Airlines didn't unload it off the airplane and things like that. So if you got the Clues, get the AirTag disc plate. It's the raddest thing. October 7th, you can get that. You can make that upgrade. Dry snow on Earth is less than 4% on some dumps, and moisture put that under the feet and float. Copper rules. I'm friends with some barn employees there. They are all incredible riders, dude. Yeah. Copper is obviously has some of the best shredders in the world there. So you go to Copper and you're just like, oh my God, everybody's so good. It's rad. I love seeing it. I mean, I've seen it the entire time I've lived up here. Just all the best riders. From the first chair on Bergman to the first chair on New Monarch terrain would be the dream. Logan, I'm not afraid to do it. I'll go get first chair at the New Monarch lift. Do you know what it's called, Logan? I need to go on their website and figure out this stuff. Because yeah, getting first chair on like a brand new chairlift in like a new zone that's opening, that's totally worth it to me. I'll skin up to the lift, things like that. On a normal day of riding, nah. What up, Dougie? You watching the Buffs game? Is that thing still going? Wooden feature. Nice on first chair on Bergman. I bet that was hectic. Yeah, dude, getting first chair on the Bergman chair, I had to race a skier because I mean it was a 6 chair, so like the skier made it on the first chair, but I was the first to the Bergman chair. The first, dude. There's video proof. I do, Andrew. I do have the stash stickers. Some people wrote me about them, and I haven't hit them back yet because I have limited time. But I do have the stash sticker still. So write me if you have wrote me about the stash sticker, the mustache sticker. I think I'm gonna throw them on the website. But write me on the Etsy if you're interested in the stash sticker. And I will make sure to get those rolling. I just got my new board because I couldn't stand how soft my last board was. Felt like riding a wet noodle. Once you really start getting better at snowboarding, like having a really soft board is not fun. Capita Mega Mercury and the Nidecker Carbon Supermatics coming in soon. Hyped. Let's go, Caden. I'm excited for you. I hope you have a killer season on it. Artificial snow is very grabby. Gamer boy, hello. Bucket, what's up? Sadly, spent over $250 for a day pass last season to go to Copper during Dew Tour. All the pro riders were shredding the park because their cop was that night. Oh yeah, $250 for a day pass. Ouch. At least you got the season pass this year, so you're good. My mom bought me and my brother epic passes yesterday. Let's go, Bucket. You're out there. You're gonna be shredding. Yeah, Angie, hit me up on Etsy, dude. That's what I thought. It was the 2025-26 season, Logan. But good chance we'll be there first on the chair. I'll make Evan go with me. They might open the Monarch terrain, but it will be hike up only. Yeah, so the Monarch terrain, I mean, that's always been terrain that you could ride at Monarch with the cat. the snowcats and stuff. If I'm getting this right, I'm pretty positive. But now they're gonna put in a chairlift, and they've been this summer they started clearing trees. So if you were to hike it this upcoming year, you'll be able to ride a lot of the new runs, and like the chairlift pole area, you'll be able to ride that. And then next summer is when they're putting in the chairlift. So come to camp, tons of mustache stickers, right, Nico? The since we're more than likely gonna have the mustache all season, I feel like the mustache stickers got to come out. New Zealand season is wrapping up. Gonna have to come to Colorado. Yeah, dude, get out here. And then I'm gonna make Nico come with me and Chris James, but get out to New Zealand this next summer, I think is what's happening. This might be random, but what is the best drink to have when or while snowboarding? Agua, water, H2O. I don't snowboard like most people. I show up and I ride, and then I leave. So I don't like to take breaks. I don't like to take water breaks or food breaks or drink breaks or smoke breaks or nothing. I'm trying to get in, give it my all for as quick as I can. Chris, what's up? And then I get out. Who will be the first mountain open? Who will be the first mountain to open? Sorry, I just joined. It's still up in the air. My money's always on Keystone, but I have this weird feeling that Wolf Creek might come out of nowhere with a random storm. Open up. I just got a feeling about it. Off to bed for the night. All right, Andrew. Thanks for the support, man. Yeah, keep unpacking that place. I think Killington on the East Coast, they could be the first to open. You never know, dude. Killington is rad. I want to ride the Killington White Ribbon of Death so bad. We almost pulled the trigger on it this last summer, but it's so expensive. Like that Killington's not an easy resort to get to from like coming from Colorado. So they yeah, just wasn't the smartest move. It's gonna be a good winter. Let's go. Logan, Bogus Basin has been the first to open in the United States. Wild Mountain will get a quick little cold night and they'll blow as much snow as they can and be the first ski resort to open. They've done stuff like that. But I think first to open with a chairlift, you gotta have a chairlift. Jonathan, what do you look for in ski shop? How do you suss out a sus one? Well, I don't go, like if I go into a ski shop, I'm either looking for something super unique or I like left something. It's like gloves or a beanie or something like that. I guess really what I go into ski shops to do is get the resort pins at these new ski resorts that I go to. That's all I get. But if you're talking about like you want to get your snowboard gear, as bad as this might sound, because a lot of people say like support your local ski shops this, then that. Ski shops sometimes tend to be way more expensive than getting your stuff online or directly from the snowboard company. So if you know what the gear you want is and you have the time, try to find it online. You'll save yourself a lot of money. But if it's a really nice ski shop and it has like really nice fixtures and it's a really nice ski shop, you're going to be overpaying. If it's like hole in the wall, nothing's organized, it's a mess, like that's a good ski shop to find some gems and some good prices. If it looks like it's ran by a skier from the 60s or 70s, then you know it's a good ski shop. If it looks like Vail Resorts owns it, get out. Like REI is a horrible place. Like everything at REI is so expensive. Anything at Epic Mountain Sports, super expensive. Anything Christie Sports, you can sometimes get pretty solid deals with. I've worked with Christie Sports in the past, and I still will go get some of my gear from Christie Sports. They tend to be pretty rad, but some things I go in, I'm like, oh, that's still full price. I'm not going to get that. I'm from the East Coast and just want to ask, what mountains have you been to? Sprinkles, I've been to over 130 ski resorts, 134 to be exact. If you want to check out those ski resorts, here's resortskimaps.com. Check them out. I've been to a lot of East Coast ski resorts. Britt, hello. Roberto, you guys are up late. Hello, welcome to the stream. I know I have to hit Granby up this season. Wow, we were DMing on Instagram, so it's gonna happen. I've been waiting to go ride Ski Granby. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to buy day passes, so we finally figured it out. You get your first pair of ski goggles at REI. We gotta get the Kunos. We almost got Kunos into REI. They were working with them on that. I think they're in like a couple locations in Colorado Springs. Some Big Five stores around Colorado are closing and having massive sales for small things like gloves. Oh. Any recommendations for first pair of goggles? There are so many brands and models. I don't know which ones are the best deal. My goggles, Kuno Optics. I still got some pro models that are about to not be available, by the way, anymore. We basically sold them all out. I think there's 20 units left of the Johnathan Buckhouse Pro model, which makes me feel super stoked. Because I was like, I didn't know what the count was at. And when they told me that there's like 20 units left, I was like, okay, sick. We did good. So if you want to get the best goggles for skiing and snowboarding, and you want to get the Kuhn, oh, what the heck? Did they pull them down? Maybe they pulled down. I'm going to just grab this version of the Kuno Optics because they won't let me get the link. I think the Pro model might have got pulled down, but there's the best ski goggles you can get. Kuno Optics, the Nimbus series with Zeiss lenses. These goggles are insane. You're going to absolutely love them. Yeah, the transition lens is super sick. You can get that as an option as well. The Buckhouse goggles are the best. Roberto, I appreciate you. Come through 10 Mile Station, the restaurant by Quick Silver at Breck. I'll hook Roman up with free chicken and anything you want. Dude, I appreciate it. 10 Mile Station. I haven't been in the 10 Mile Station since like the first year I lived in Breck. All right, guys, I think we did it. I'm going to jump off the stream now. I'm going to Whistler Blackcomb in January, wondering if you went there. If so, what were your thoughts? I have not been there yet. I want to get out there, though. Do you think the Kunos will be back in stock next week? The Nimbus series are in stock. My Pro model, they're going to give me the last like 20 units to give to you guys. So I'll be doing some giveaways with the final versions or with the remaining stock of the Pro model Kunos. But the other designs will all be available. I hope you guys are excited for the ski season. I'm going to keep pumping out content. If you missed yesterday's video, even if you don't like park riding, do me a super solid, guys, and check it out. It's only, I guess it's 9 minutes long, but check out yesterday's video. It didn't get a ton of views, but it's a rad video. Talked about the best 5 terrain parks in Colorado. So give it some love. I always put a ton of love and energy into these things, so it'll be an enjoyable video, even if you don't live in Colorado or ride terrain parks. And I can't say thank you enough, guys. Thanks for all the donations. Thanks for the support. Thank you to all my members. We we're doing this. Tomorrow is an off day, but I'll have a really fun video for you guys. It's not snowboarding, but it's really cool. I'll have a really fun video for you guys on Monday. So, and then of course I'm doing shorts, and I still got to post one more short after this live stream. So thanks for watching. Keep evolving, guys. Check out that video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with some shorts.